Yo, what's going on, everyone? Y'all already know it's the Couch Dealers. Welcome back. It's the one and only Meister, Mikey J.
And it's your boy AU.
Yo, we appreciate y'all. Don't forget to listen wherever you get your podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and rate and review. Follow us across all socials at Couch Dealers and subscribe to the Couch Dealer YouTube channel to watch this episode and other videos and shorts. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know we are there and you never miss a drop. So, AU, bro, what's good with you? What's good with you? How you living? What's up?
Man, we got a lot of fucking snow, boy.
Yo, we got so much snow.
We got a lot. Well, I don't know how much you got. I got like 9, maybe 10 inches.
So we got like 6 where we at. We got like 6. But like we still had accumulation from the last 10 we got. Shout out to everybody that's on the East Coast because you're dealing with all the winter snow stuff. If you're not on the East Coast and you don't have snow, count your blessings. But also, we got snow. I like snow. So what up? We're going to keep
my
our snow.
snowblower broke. So that's the only reason why I wasn't satisfied or happy.
Yeah, I'd be upset.
My snowblower was good. We'd be all right. But yeah, nah.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like I like went outside yesterday, and the ice was more of a problem than the snow. I think we talked about it, obviously before we hit play on this. But I was going to about maybe not even 5 feet from the door to my car to go grab some snow day supplies, if you will. And
you did that beforehand. That's where you fucked up.
No, but because it started snowing on Saturday, I had to work Saturday, so I worked late Saturday, and by the time I got out of work, it was already snow on the ground, and I wasn't. It
wasn't even like that.
It was enough. Like it was enough.
Right,
I wasn't trying to, and I had to go back out afterwards anyway because I had to pick my wife up. So I knew I was like, I'm not trying to go out twice in this. I gotta have to clean off my car and then re-clean it. Nah, I'm just gonna. So, but it was nuts. There's a lot of snow, a lot of ice. So we've been in the last couple of days. Made some ran some errands earlier today, but we here, we moving, we live, we here, boy. We gonna hop on some Marvel Rivals after this.
I was about to say, did you ever get to your point? I feel like you just started talking and you lost where you was going.
I may have. I got lost on the path of life.
Okay, yeah, all right. I was still waiting for this point. You had me on like,
yo,
right
listen,
on the edge there.
Listen, I got my little book here. I'm chilling. I just got just lost on the path of life.
Regardless, we had a long weekend. Well, not you, but we had some days off and shit. At least for me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rewatching a lot of shit.
What you been watching, AU? What you been rewatching, AU?
And I'm not bringing this up to revisit anything. However, I've been rewatching One Piece from the beginning to kind of just like get back into that feeling and get all that recap, all that goodness, all that love that you had for the Straw Hats before their return coming in April. And Oda really liked that.
We
Oda
knew
really
this,
liked
though.
that.
We knew this.
We knew this, but my rewatch has completely I'm about to say something crazy because Bleach is always going to be my favorite.
Facts.
However, if I'm going to look at between the big three, who the best writer was, I'm going with Oda.
See, I get a lot of people, and it's funny that you said that because I just saw
I never said that though beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
It was only after this rewatch, and I'm on Fishman Island right now. 2, little side note: all you motherfuckers who say, "Oh, it's 1,000 episodes, I can't watch that shit," it's doable. Skip the fucking fillers. Every episode is probably like 15 minutes long. F that.
You just gotta fast forward till you get to the title screen. Once you get to the title screen, your episode starts.
Doable. It's very doable.
Look.
I'm just saying.
This man done it twice. He done watched 1,000 episodes twice. What's your excuse?
Facts. Get up, boy.
Yo,
girl.
It's crazy. But yo, listen, it's funny you mention that and bring that up because I had actually just seen a meme the other day that broke down the big three as far as shonen concerned, and they said that it was Naruto was the best written, Bleach was the coldest, One Piece had the most was the most entertaining and most likable, And then they actually threw Dragon Ball Z in there because it had to be 4, and they just said it was the most iconic.
Of course, they were going to do it.
It was just the most iconic, which I also don't agree with. I don't disagree with. I should say.
But Dragon Ball Z is like it's in its own place.
It's not part of the big 3. It's not part of the big 3. Like,
exactly.
Argue with your moms. It's not part of the big 3.
It's not.
But like the biggest thing that comes with rewatching a show like One Piece or going back through and catching all the little nuggets and everything like that, it's been one of those things that you get another appreciation. We talk about rewatching all the time and getting the appreciation for a show and the characters and everything. What has been the biggest thing you've appreciated going back through the rewatch, or has it been similar to what you kind of experienced the first time through?
So it hasn't been similar in any capacity, actually. My rewatch of One Piece has changed my opinion on more than a few things. One, you always knew that Sanji was like my favorite. Sanji is no longer my favorite.
I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to get you off the Sanji train for years. I'm sorry.
Sanji was my favorite. I can't stand this nigga. Like, obviously, he's always going to pull up. He's always going to be there for his crew, his squad. But the simp shit is too far for me. Like, and it's really bad. It's real. Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't mind that. I don't mind all that. Like, I don't mind anybody simping for their woman, or neither one of them are his women.
I was about to say.
You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with a little simping. I don't mind that shit. However, he is completely useless if there is the opposite sex within his vicinity. It's terrible.
Yep.
And that shit is annoying as fuck. Watching through a first time, you know what I mean? Like, it was week by week. You don't really feel it like that. Rewatching that shit, binging it, oh god, it comes up too much. And it comes up far too often. Sanji is fucking annoying. We'll see how I feel when I get the whole cake, because that's where
he turns up.
That's where he really comes through as a character, like, and trying to really develops a little bit further.
Even though
we'll see how I feel about it.
It started rocky as hell in Whole Cake Island.
Oh, they had us in the first half. So Sanji was a big opinion change for me personally. Another one, and this is kind of like bringing us back to how we started in the beginning. I can't even call them like Easter eggs or anything like that, but the amount of shit that Oda actually told us without telling us was fire.
Yeah. It was
nuts.
The foreshadowing in One Piece is insane.
It's so good.
It's insane. The foreshadowing,
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think he was the best in terms of like writing his story. Mm-hmm. Like, the foreshadowing was insane. Bleach has a lot of foreshadowing, a fuck ton of foreshadowing. People who always say like they're ass pulls to everything that happens with tight shit, they're not ass pulls. He's been telling you, you really didn't catch on, but it's obvious with tight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see it, you feel it. Like, so you know something's up. With One Piece, that rewatch, he was telling us almost everything.
So let me ask you this then: if Sanji's no longer your favorite off of the watch, who is?
Yo.
Because my favorite ain't never going to change. It's always going to be Trafalgar Law over here. Shout out Trafalgar Law, you know.
and whenever I say a favorite, like, when we talk about One Piece, I never talk about facts. I never include Luffy, because Luffy's gonna... That nigga's top tier.
Yeah, he's main character.
That nigga's really just top tier. Like, not even just main character. Oh, we love him because he's a main character. He's just top tier character and top tier main character. So I don't include him when we have these conversations.
Mm-hmm. Because you can't love One Piece and not love Luffy. You know what I mean? Like, if you love One Piece, even if you got other favorite characters, even if you like stand for Nico Robin,
Luffy
love Frankie, or whatever,
is your favorite.
Everybody loves Luffy. You have to.
You have to. The nigga don't give you. He's Ted Lasso.
Low key. Wow. And I even understood that reference with my limited knowledge of Ted Lasso. I understood that reference.
I just went crazy.
My very limited, yes. Yeah, it's just something about him. It's always like, you know.
Something about that man. It's something about you, Morty.
Something about you, Morty. Yo, facts. It's something about you, Morty.
It's something about you, Morty.
Oh, my God.
So, just to get back to the actual question. Oh shit! But that's what we do. It's the cow stealers. The cow stealers. We here. So to get back to that question, because there's been so many things that have like changed in my opinion, and a lot of that was actually where my ranking was in terms of the Straw Hats,
Okay.
and who I love and who I don't love. I used to love Brooks a lot. I don't really like Brooks anymore. I don't dislike him. Like
He's okay.
I love all the Straw Hats. I love all the Straw Hats.
But there's tiers. There's levels to it. There's always levels to the Straw Hats. As a matter of fact,
Brooks
you know
was really high for me. Brooks was really high for me. He's not
really high.
He was like top 5.
That is actually really high. Okay.
Yeah, he was top 5 for me. I loved Brooks. I loved his laugh. I just kind of like this vibe a little bit, other than the panty shit weird. But you know, we got Sanji, so nobody's beating this nigga out. I don't know. Brooks was just a cool person within the space. He was just his own thing. I still stand behind that. I feel like he feels a little bit useless in terms of his role.
Outside of Whole Cake Island. He has been just kind of Whole Cake Island. And I'll give him a little bit of Kaido's fight going to I can't think of it.
For sure. I know what you're talking about. I don't want to do too many spoilers or anything like that. But yes, you're absolutely correct.
Fair.
And so you're absolutely correct. However, he feels dull in terms of like his character development as well as just his character within the show. Like I love Brooks. I love his laugh. I love his personality and shit and cool, but he doesn't really do anything past that. And I remember there's one comment that happened a little while ago when I kind of brought this up. Someone was like, "Oh, well, what was his role?" He's like, "Bro, he's the fucking musician. Are you stupid?" It's like, yes, we know he's a musician, but he ain't dropping no bangers.
On top of the fact, we gonna act like musicians can't be pirates and like, fight in this world. What? Like everybody, like a mafia dude is in here fighting in this world. We got a dude made out of straw fighting in this world, getting bodied, but he's fighting. Like they're getting bodied. Don't do that.
I'm rewatching. He's actually a lot stronger than it. No.
He got bodied.
You got to put a little bit more respect on his name.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You got to rewatch.
Basil Hawkins.
Basil Hawkins.
No, absolutely not. Basil Hawkins got off screen twice, bro. I'm not putting respect on nobody's name that gets off screen twice. I'm sorry.
He is like that.
His devil fruit power may be like that. He is not. Difference. Very big difference.
I'll give you that one because that's how I feel about Blackbeard. However.
Fair, but I also think that's an accurate portrayal of Blackbeard.
Yes,
I think Blackbeard's devil fruit is like that. Him, man,
he ain't like that.
Nah,
I'll give him one thing. That nigga, he tough. Blackbeard is tough.
Of course,
he tough as shit.
Of course,
nah, that boy tough as nails. I don't think anybody can take a beating worse than Blackbeard except for Luffy.
Luffy made out of rubber.
Yes,
Luffy made out of rubber.
Yes. But something I remembered on the rewatch, and I'm gonna get back to my point, and I'll finish up there.
Yeah.
Blackbeard feels double the pain because of his devil fruit. He absorbs everything, so all the pain he gets is even worse. That's why whenever he gets hit, the nigga's like rolling on the fucking floor. You gotta eat that shit, bro, and then get back up. Yeah,
fair.
Blackbeard.
Fair.
That man can take it.
I forgot about that.
He could take it. So that rewatch really gave me a lot of clarity on a lot of things. So Brooks used to be really high for me. But to answer the question, I still don't have a favorite. It was Sanji. It's not anymore. So I have to kind of really revisit what that looks like during my rewatch.
Mm-hmm.
But to this fucking day, I've always said, put some fucking respect on Tony fucking Chopper, and that's my fucking nigga, bro. Tony fucking Chopper is my fucking guy. I love him. Like, bro, through his fear, he's always there no matter what. And we know who the Straw Hats are, who get scared and they can't really perform. That nigga gets scared and then he stand 10 toes down, still scared.
Well, technically, pause, but I get what you're saying.
You don't do that. Don't do that, because first and foremost, he consider himself a reindeer, but he also admits within the show that he's not a reindeer anymore. So no. But yes, don't do that. Yes.
He still has balls.
Shut the hell up. He ate the human fruit, so technically he has paws and feet and hands. So it's a matter of perception.
So that's what I'm just gonna say what they're gonna turn on a chopper tip, because that's one of the things I'm most excited to see with the live action coming back for season 2. And I know look, I'm getting there. I know you ain't messing with the live action. I am. The live action was heat. The live action was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Whoa. I never told you I wasn't fucking with the live action.
You just don't like live action.
I don't like live action, but in terms of live action, they did a pretty fucking good job.
That's the best anime live action show that has come out. Period. Best live action anime show that they have done in this way. Like English doing an animated or a live action of an anime. English doing it. I mean, I remember Lakeith Stanfield trying to be L. I remember freaking what's it called? I remember Goku. I remember Goku and Muten Roshi.
Well, first and foremost, we never bringing up anything Dragon Ball Z with live action. We knew that shit was cursed from the beginning.
Dragon Ball Evolution, bro. You want to watch some Dragon Ball Evolution with Ozaru?
I'm never gonna watch it. I'm never going to watch it.
Yo, I was about to say, for y'all that don't know, AU has for years now declined to ever watch Dragon Ball Evolution, the live action they did a bunch of years ago. And he one day, here's what I'm gonna do. One day, I'm gonna get this dude somewhere and he ain't gonna know. And all of a sudden he gonna sit down on the couch and the TV gonna go on, and then it's only gonna be Dragon Ball Revolution. And then when he tries to leave, he gonna forget. He gonna forget that I done taken out the battery of his car. So he ain't gonna have nowhere to go. He just gonna have to sit there and watch Dragon Ball Evolution and watch this horribleness that he has to see. Now, the conversation needs to be Dragon Ball Evolution or The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan. That's really the conversation. But that's another story for another day.
Okay, hold on. I have 2 things to fucking talk about right now. Right the fuck now. And then let's please segue back to where the fuck we started. But this needs to be fucking addressed.
What you got?
One. If you would have told me years ago all you wanted to do was talk about which one is fucking worse, M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender or Dragon Ball Z Evolution, I would have watched this shit years ago. So you fucked up. If that's really where you wanted to go, we could have had that happen.
Still can.
2. Well, now that it's like posed in that regard. 2, did y'all not hear this nigga? He's like gonna take the battery of my car. What the fuck what kind of side missions have you been on, nigga?
Yo, listen.
What the fuck?
Listen, yo, Lloyd Forger ain't the only one that's learning new skills from this married life, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't worry about the new skills I'm learning. Me and my side quest, I'm out here with Sun Raku-san. Don't worry about what I got going on, bro.
I'm thankful that you found somebody who's also a fucking psychopath. Because like, what the fuck?
Nah, we on some Mr. and Mrs. Smith type shit, bro. We just out here.
No, not you.
Yo,
I know her. Nigga. I can see her being on some Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit. Not you, nigga. Hell no. You broke a light at my apartment in New York City in the hallway by putting your jacket on.
That wasn't my fault. Who puts a light
That's
there?
Not your fault. It's a hallway.
Who puts a light there? Nah.
Who puts a light so you can see?
Who puts a light there? I still got scars on my hand from that, by the way.
You earned that. You earned that, bro.
I punched the shit out of that light, and I was just trying to put my jacket on.
Exactly.
Like,
you know what?
Who put? Anyway. I blame the people who orchestrated the construction and the layout of that building, because that building was not made for people over 6 foot that got to put their jacket on by putting their arm through
I'm over 6 feet.
Yo, but you didn't put. I
lived in this motherfucker. Your first time visiting, you break a light and all. You know what?
Bro,
anyways, hold on. We are segueing back.
I forgot about that.
Back. We are segueing
my head
back.
Just started hurting, bro. I forgot about
it.
Buffalo, favorite characters from One Piece?
God damn.
Nah, you say favorite characters from One Piece. And then I was
Crocodile got re-solidified.
Again. Always.
I fucking love Crocodile. I love Crocodile.
I need to see them do.
He moves up again for me.
I need to see them do more with Crocodile. Now that they back
and I agree with you. And I was gonna bring up this last little thing, and then I'm done. I'm off this little kick. I felt like Crocodile got hold because
Crocodile.
Hold
He got hold
on.
a few times.
I just in general, his character got
okay.
hold. I felt like Oda really failed him in a way because they made him such a likable character. Not only is I'll never call he's a villain, but he's just a great pirate.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga stand and live by his own fucking set of rules, and that's it. So point being is he got hold because I feel like Crocodile is extremely strong, and I feel like we didn't really get to see that. And like rewatching it, I realized he killed Luffy pretty much like twice.
Yeah, no, Luffy lost to Crocodile
twice. Yes, and like big time. And I feel like he got hold because after that shit, he got beat so early within the One Piece series.
Mm-hmm.
Haki wasn't even like involved really yet in all of this. You get what I'm saying?
Which is
like,
why it was great that they brought him back in Impel Down.
Yes, 1000%. And within the war, he is huge in that war. He is very integral in that war. I feel like it just like kind of burns itself into my head. Did we get to see the true strength of Crocodile?
So okay,
and if we did, then why at the War of the Best was he like so formidable?
So I think two things.
So I'm conflicted.
But I got two things for you. One, there is something to be said about Alabasta and Alabasta being a desert. Because fighting Crocodile in a desert, Luffy should have lost that. Like Luffy should not have gotten out of those fights alive. Like let's just there are 2 times in One Piece where Luffy should have died, and it was he should have died against Crocodile, and he absolutely positively should have died against Magellan.
Versus Magellan.
He should have died. Like I will never give up. That is the most like plot armor that I think Luffy has ever gotten.
They did a good job though,
because it shaved years off his life, and so they explained
there was a risk.
Yeah, big risk. But he should have never got off the floor. That man was cooking in purple slime, bro. He should have never got off the floor. So I think fighting Crocodile. I was about to make a Prince
reference, but I didn't.
Fighting Crocodile in Alabasta with all the sand everywhere has to give him some type of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Field power boost or something like that. So Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. Like he's fighting what's it called? The killer moth in the forest. Like that's gonna give you a power up. So that's what I think is part of why we like the version of Crocodile we saw in Alabasta was so strong compared to maybe even the version that we saw during the war, and the version that I'm looking forward to seeing as we get further down. I feel
like he was stronger in the war, but losing to Luffy that early didn't make sense.
Well, I mean,
because no one that strong would have lost to fucking Luffy in any capacity.
But I also think he played with his food a little bit with Luffy.
Oh, he played with his food a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that was part of the reason why Luffy survived.
Hey, you know what? Maybe Oda really is the fucking GOAT.
If you play with your food like that, bro.
Guess who else lost because they play with their food? Big Mom.
Yeah.
Big Mom played with her food.
Ooh, did you see that clip I sent you? With the breakdown of smoking on that Big Mom pack.
Yeah, what you mean?
Yo, but you saw that. I
literally responded to you.
You said
because
I saw it live.
So you sent me that shit, right? And I couldn't pause it on my phone in the way that I needed to see the actual thing.
Oh, go to the YouTube app and do it. Go to YouTube app and do it.
Go to YouTube app and do it.
Yeah, because that's where I could do second by second.
This is where though a part of me wants to I gotta see this shit on Crunchyroll. I have to like record it on Crunchyroll somehow, some way, and then pause it myself because I feel like niggas they capping.
That's what I thought so too. So all right, so apparently, and just so
you can still make a YouTube video, bro, and then like you know what I'm saying. And
I get you. But I want to just let the masses know what we're talking about. So some AU sent me this video the other day, and it basically was somebody breaking down the fight between Big Mom, Law, and Kid. And in the fight, when Kid hits Big Mom with that bazooka cannon gun that he got, you see.
Don't even disrespect him like that. That shit was a hyper fucking laser bazooka, nigga. Yeah. Like that shit was fucking nuts.
Yo, it was.
Shanks himself had to be like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?"
Bro, listen. He was like 35 feet in the air with a cannon pointed right at Big Mom, talking about, "So yo, I got you." So yeah, it's wild.
You know what? Here's another damn punk bitch.
Yo,
boom. With all due respect, I don't use the B word like that, but like that's what that felt like in that moment.
So he as he's doing it, the animation apparently of all the like the explosions and all the stuff Toei was going crazy with. In one of the fire animations, and you could pause it on the YouTube video at 48 seconds. I know because I did it. It apparently says, and it does, I looked at it, I'm not lying, smoking on that Big Mom pack. And I was dead. Somebody actually put that in an animation.
And somebody put that in there within the actual show, and I'm going to do it. I'm actually on Crunchyroll right now. Niggas gonna have to stop playing with me. I need to know. If that happened and Oda put that in there,
smoking on that Big Mom pack.
He is One Piece is the GOAT. If that shit is really in there, like
listen. Because they smoked on that Big Mom pack so crazy, bro. So crazy. Oh, but yeah, no, that's actually on there. So if y'all want to go check that out, definitely go to if y'all got Crunchyroll, if y'all got sites that we ain't gonna talk about, if y'all got whatever y'all need to get to that episode. I forgot what episode it was, but it's during the Big Mom fight. When
it is. I just found it. It is episode 1067.
Yeah, so 1067. Go check that out. I'm dead serious. And when right as he's shooting the big bazooka cannon, it's like red and fiery and everything. And you pause it at the right time. That joint says smoking on that Big Mom pack. And I look.
I think I found the spot.
I was about to say, bro. Tell me that joint don't say smoking on the Big Mom pack. Tell me that joint don't say he's smoking on the Big Mom pack. Because I looked at it and it was the official Crunchyroll version of it on YouTube. So if it's the official Crunchyroll,
we don't know if that's true at all.
Yo, listen. It was the official Crunchyroll version of it.
We don't know if that's true.
No, it's true, hot dog. I know it's true. That's what I'm looking at it. Because it said, as I'm looking at it, first of all,
here's another damn punk. All right, I'm literally at. Nah, hold on. Hold the fucking phone.
Because yo, listen. I'm not crazy.
No, hold on.
Smoking on that Big Mom pack tonight. And low-key, that's exactly what they did, too, because they Big Mom played with her phone.
Hold on. We're going to pause right here.
Just so you get your reaction?
No. Pause right now, just in case we have to delete this for copyright infringement.
Oh, no, don't worry. I can edit it out. We'll be good. I can edit it out if we need to.
Here's another damn punk.
Oh, that's your Crunchyroll. How old are you right now, though?
It's not. That's me.
What, like
I'm trying to pause it to where it need to be.
Oh, no, I get black screen, bro. Crunchyroll don't let you share like that.
Oh, yeah, Crunchyroll like that.
Crunchyroll,
we ain't got a copyright shit. We ain't got
Them
niggas said fuck all of that.
I don't see nothing, bro. I just see a black screen for the
You know what?
Air.
Shout out to you, Crunchyroll. I ain't gonna hold you.
Crunchyroll ain't trying to do that. They ain't say we ain't going out like that.
I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all did y'all thing.
You not about to have y'all.
UI still trash though.
Yo, my biggest thing about it is like rewatching One Piece and rewatching all the things that you're actually getting out of it. I can't do that journey again because I'm still on it, and I made years down the road. I'm
rewatching it with someone. So
absolutely. So it makes it easier.
If you get your wife to watch One Piece from the beginning, I can guarantee you'll rewatch that whole entire shit again. That journey is phenomenal.
So here's the thing with my wife trying to watch One Piece. Here's the thing, because
I know it's not going to happen.
I barked up that tree because here's the thing. She loved the live action. She thought the live action was fire, and so I was like,
somewhere.
Yeah,
I feel like you got to get. I feel like honestly, this is where the live action might be good.
It's gonna get people into
it, and
wanting
like,
to see the actual version.
Because I feel like if you watch second season, depending on how far they go in the second season of the live action, you might be able to get her on to the anime.
We're getting to at least Alabasta by the end of the second season because they've already announced who's playing.
End of Alabasta or getting to Alabasta?
Getting to Alabasta.
I was like, getting to. That's a big bite.
Season 3, all of season 3 is going to be Alabasta. That's why I think they're doing it very well as far as their approach. They did season 1, they introduced it. We're going to get to the Grand Line. Like season 2 is going to actually get us to the Grand Line. But we got like the map. We met Buggy. We met all these people. We're on our way to the Grand Line now. Season 2 is going to be us getting to the Grand Line. They're going to do Loge Town. The Loge Town episode probably going to take like an episode or two. That's where they're going to get like the meat and potatoes.
They should do 2 episodes on that.
Well, I don't think so.
After rewatching it, I don't agree with that.
They might.
I might agree with you if I didn't just rewatch it. No. Loketown was very.
It was quick. It was
It's
quick.
quick.
But the thing with Logetown is, and this is how the live action, at least it shows me that they approach it, they throw a lot at you in one spot. So I think they're going to go to Logetown. They're going to meet Dragon. They're going to get the backstory on Gold D. Rogers. They're going to see Gold D. Rogers' execution. They're going to meet all the other people. They're going to run away from the Marines. Smoker going to be there. Like, it's a lot of stuff. We probably going to get Zoro. No, we already got Zoro's backstory in season 1, but we're probably going to get a bunch of other stuff backstory-wise. So Logetown might take an episode and a half, 2 episodes, but then eventually, then we got to get up to Dr. Reen and Chopper, because Chopper's going to be here. So Chopper's going to be the big reveal for season 2, and then from there we're going to get to Alabasta. Once we get to Alabasta, I think it's going to be.
That don't work.
It's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. I don't know.
Chopper need like 2 episodes, so I don't know how they take like 2 episodes. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how they can give Loketown that amount of time. Not between all that.
So Logetown so let's break it down. So Logetown gets 1 episode, Chopper gets 2, Alabasta gets the rest of the season, or Chopper probably gonna get 3.
Alabasta has to be the season.
It has to be the end of the season, because we're gonna get to Alabasta.
We got to get 4 episodes of Alabasta. There's no way.
See, I don't think we're gonna. So here's the thing: I don't think we're getting 4 episodes of Alabasta this season, because I think all of next season is gonna be Alabasta. We're not getting anything else in season 3 other than Alabasta. That whole season is going to be them fighting Crocodile in Alabasta. That's going to be the season. So
that's if we're being hopeful, and they do this right.
To the way that they're looking like they're going to do it, I feel confident in saying that's what we're going to get. I do. I mean, feel pretty confident.
Bro, Nami got her whole entire arc basically.
She did
in the first season.
She did, but that was well done, because they also kind of.
It's not about if it's well done or not. It's more so about like. The pacing. In terms of pacing, they cannot give Nami a whole entire season basically, and then like every introduction doesn't get a season.
True, but I think also we didn't get a full season of Zoro introduction, because there wasn't really necessarily a need to. We got a little bit,
but that was like the first like 3 episodes.
Well, no, I was gonna say,
and then we got 3 episodes like
Usopp's backstory was a little bit of episodes there too. So we got a little bit of Luffy. We got Usopp's backstory too, because they had to get to Going Merry. So, like I said, the way they've been pacing out the live action has been pleasantly surprising, and that's why I hold out hope for how they're going to go from Logetown to Chopper to Alabasta, and then going into season 3, all Alabasta. They're going to introduce Alabasta at the end.
You've changed my perception of the pacing of the actual show. I'll give you that 100%. I think you're spot on. I do think you're a little bit off though, in terms of like having Logetown and Chopper be a full season. I think that's a misstep.
Chopper. So I'll meet you halfway. Logetown won't be. Chopper should be. Chopper should be, because they was in that slow place for a minute.
No, they weren't.
They were. You just recently rewatched it. But like, what's like 4 episodes?
Hold on.
8 episodes?
We finished. I want to see how many episodes. I'm on One Piece right now. One Piece, because I'm on Crunchyroll right now.
Because I was gonna say, I remember when
how
they
many
get
episodes
there,
within that.
Dr. Reen, Chopper backstory, Chopper fighting the other reindeer, coming back, beating the dude with the big ass mouth that eat everything, and then and then Chopper left.
Wolple.
Yeah. Who actually?
He's actually in this.
He comes back around. He comes back around because he was at the Reverie. Yeah, he was at the Reverie.
Yes, he
was.
He
comes back around.
Yes, he was, which was crazy.
He actually played a somewhat important part of the Reverie too.
Yes, and you know what's crazy? I forgot who he was when I recently watched that episode, because it wasn't that long ago. I didn't remember who that was. That's how long we've been watching One Piece.
I remembered the character design, because I remember his devil fruit being like, admittedly, I thought kind of cheeky. But not cheeky in the sense of like funny. Cheeky is in the sense of it was cheeks.
Hold on. Okay, season 1, East Blue.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
61 episodes. They just finished Arlong Park.
Okay.
Pretty much. The next arc after that. Why did this shit do this?
Because now I'm curious.
The next arc after that is Alabasta. So, wait, why is this reading like that? That's not correct. Because I'm tweaking. Hold on.
Because I know they got to at least get to Chopper, and they go to Chopper after they get out of after they deal with Nami and everything, they go from there and they go to get Chopper, because Chopper was the last person that they got before they got to Alabasta, because Alabasta was the first place they went on the Grand Line, if I'm remembering that correctly. I may not be remembering that part correctly, but I remember once they get on the Grand Line.
Hold on, because this Alabasta is Lowtown.
Because they go Alabasta, Skypiea to.
I just rewatched this. Why is Crunchyroll bugging? I feel like something's like wrong.
Wait, I'm trying to do the arcs in my head now. So they go East Blue, dealing with Arlong to getting Chopper to Alabasta they beat Crocodile. From Crocodile they go to Skypiea.
Yeah.
Skypiea they go to Water 7. From Water 7 they go from Water 7 to Apagio.
Thriller Bark.
No, Apagio, because remember they all get. Dude, listen.
It's no. That's all one arc. Water 7 is all of that. And then Thriller Bark is its own arc.
But like Marine Fort on Crunchyroll, Marine Fort is a part of all of that is a part of Water 7. So Water 7, that's a lot to put in as a Water 7, because that's like 4 different arcs.
That's what I'm saying in terms of the pacing.
7.
I don't know how they're gonna look, and I never got to my point. Sorry, y'all. But like the pacing, I don't know how. Like I agree that's the direction they're going into. I don't know how they're going to do it. Because, so technically, the East Blue ends on episode 61. All right?
Okay.
And episode 61, that's technically, they just got to the red line.
Yo, we've been watching One Piece for so damn long.
Yeah.
We've been watching you said the red line. I was like, the red line. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the red line. The red line that goes intersects with the Grand Line. So I'm like, bro, there's so much as far as like One Piece stuff that we've been watching over the years that
we went way off the rails. But point being is, I agree, your pacing is like fire. Like you called that shit. I agree with that. Yes, for the live action. I think that's exactly what they're doing. I don't know if they can do it, squeeze it up to Alabasta in that period of time.
But it's going to be interesting to see, because that's going to be the challenge for this next season of the live action. How can we do this in a way that gets to, because eventually we're not going to get the time skip in the live action. I think that's where, if we are lucky, that is going to be where the live action finishes, is going to be with Ace with the war and Ace and all that stuff. If we're lucky, they might be able to get up to that point because of
Water 7 ends, or do you think like?
I don't think they do the time skip stuff, because I think the time skip stuff starts going into powers and hockey.
What's the point of doing this then?
Money, but also
obviously, bro. Like, come on.
I mean, what? The answer to all your questions is money. But
like, no, it is not.
Money is
not for me, y'all.
Money and
the devil.
For the point that shut up. For the point that you said is they want to get people into One Piece, the casual fan, into watching the actual One Piece show. Going back to like seeing if my wife was going to do it, I was saying she likes the live action. But she's admittedly watched me watch One Piece a few times. So she knows Luffy the one that stretches. She knows that like Zoro the one that put the swords in his mouth. So she's always like, why is the swords in his mouth?
Little things, yeah.
Why, like, exactly, it's the little things. So maybe if she likes season 2 enough, we might be able to at least dabble a little bit. Because she dabbled in Yu Yu Hakusho. I didn't even tell you about that. She dabbled in Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice,
no.
nice.
We got all the way up to Genkai, bro. We at Genkai right now. So like she dabbled a little bit.
Shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's not a dabble no more though. Yo, if you got up to Genkai, I don't know about all that.
So like the cool thing about it, going to Yu Yu Hakusho and watching that with my wife, was like the first. Everyone that's ever watched Yu Yu Hakusho knows the first couple episodes are the ones that are like emotionally kind of setting the tone, because Yusuke just died and seeing everybody live with him just dying and all the stuff that comes with that. The people that miss him, Kuwabara coming to his funeral, that whole thing, and that joint be getting me like right here. Every time, no matter how many times I watch Yu Yu Hakusho, that joint get me right here. Kuwabara coming to his funeral gets me every time, bro. Every time, bro. Who am I supposed to fight that you not here now? Like, that gets me every time. So, like, she looked over at me. I had that strong Denzel tear going. And she's like, how many times have you watched this? But, yo, you know that glory to you. You know that glory to you. Don't do you know that glory to you. So, we're on that now. She likes it. So, we're gonna keep dabbling. I'll keep y'all updated on how that's rolling. But, what else is on your list? I know we went way off the tent. What's on your list?
We went way off. Sorry, y'all.
But nah,
I apologize.
nah, bro, this couch still. I ain't apologizing
I
for shit, bro. We out
apologize.
here having fun.
Oh shit,
Hey, bro, I love y'all. I love y'all. Nah, check it. I know that may have come off a little bit meaner than I needed it to be, but reality, I love y'all. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. But y'all know what y'all come here for. Y'all not gonna act surprised when we go all off on tangents.
Yeah, a huge fucking tangent. That's a fact.
Bro,
That's a
come
fact.
on,
That's
that's
a
what y'all
fact.
listen for, and I appreciate y'all for listening. But let's go.
What the fuck was the question?
Your favorite. Let's do this like this. Give me your top 3 Straw Hats.
Not including Luffy.
Not including Luffy, because Luffy.
I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just gonna say the names.
Right.
I got Zoro. I got Tony Chopper, and this is before. I'm not including where we are right now. I'm not talking about relevant. I'm talking about where I am in my rewatch.
Yep.
Okay. I got Tony Chopper. I got Zoro, and I honestly have Usopp. Usopp, man, has so much development. Because I just got to Fishman Island.
Oh, so he just came back brolic and stuff.
He came back brolic. Even before him being brolic, he's the only person who's ever challenged Luffy that's fire, other than Sanji. But it was different.
Sanji's
way different. But I mean, challenged him in terms of like he fought Luffy. Luffy didn't really fight him, but you know what I mean. Like there were kicks thrown, and so Usopp had that. No one else has done that. Not only that, Usopp has been great comedic relief. Like watching Usopp within the beginning of this show, I think he's a huge contributor to maybe why people watch too in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
His shit is funny as fuck. This nigga be getting fucked up, bro. It's like some crazy Cars the Carly Dog shit. Nose is always bent in some crazy way. Teeth lost. He be dead and then somehow survives. Like remember in Pineapple Express when the nigga lived through fucking everything.
Oh,
and then even at the end, yes, and even at the end, he climbed out of the fucking like farmhouse that was on fire and blew the fuck up. Like Usopp lives through this shit all the fucking time. He really is a regular ass human, and so it's funny as hell, but it also kind of just like solidifies something that he said when he was like, you know what, you guys are just waiting for me to leave anyway because I'm not monsters like you guys. I'm just a human.
Which is facts.
And it is just facts. And this is kind of like bringing my point home. He goes through all of this shit. And there's a reason why he's fucking scared and terrified, but he's still there. Yeah, because you gotta respect the fuck out of that.
So I've had a love-hate relationship with Usopp for quite some time. Part of it did start when he challenged Luffy, but also I respected him for challenging Luffy in the way that he did because I argue that he's the only one of the Straw Hats to ever actually fight Luffy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I said him and Zoro had like a little thing, but that was just them being silly because they wanted food. Sanji, Luffy wasn't really fighting Sanji because Luffy would have bodied Sanji. Luffy, let's call it space. Luffy would have.
That's not even a question.
Like he would have bodied Sanji.
Usopp did better.
Fighting
Sanji would have done.
Yes, absolutely. Because Usopp
really like that. That nigga's he's Kmart. He's Kmart Batman.
I was gonna say I heard the Batman. Don't call him Batman.
He's Kmart Batman. Like bro. Where it's like he knows everything. He ain't like that. He ain't got no skills. Like in terms of brand
Batman. He Kirkland brand Batman.
Nah, don't disrespect Kirkland. Kirkland go crazy.
Exactly. And Usopp went crazy a little, but he Kirkland brand Usopp.
No, he ain't that good. I can't call him Kirkland.
Price right Batman.
That's why I said Kmart.
Yo. Bless your child.
Shit, sorry.
But it's to the point. It's to the point now where if I had to think of my favorite Straw Hats, to the point that you're at now, and I'll go back to what you were saying, where you're at now in the story. If I had to go, I would say in no particular order. I also would agree with the Tony Chopper. I would also put Nami in that because I just think that Nami is the most. Nami can be selfish when it comes to money, we know, but Nami is the most ride or die of the Straw Hats when it comes to loyalty to Luffy outside.
However, that's why I said, hold on. No. And this is what I'm saying. That's why I said this is my top 3 favorite as of right now where I am with Fishman Island. Who Nami is after Fishman Island up until very recently is very different.
Fair. But I still think after they save her she with Luffy. That's it. We see it more. For sure. But at that point, nah, that's it. So I
No,
would say
they all are though. The thing is, I was just, and I really want to get off the One Piece thing because I'm loving where we going, but we can make this whole episode One Piece, and I'm trying to get to a few other topics.
Absolutely.
The rewatch has done something for me in terms of what we were just talking about. The way they treat Luffy in the beginning of the show versus where we are now is so fucking different. And watching that progressively change,
it's got to be refreshing.
Wild.
It's
wild. They were like, he was always their captain, but like the level of respect was different. The way they don't hit Luffy the same, they don't like treat him and talk to him the same. No, I'm telling you,
because they used to be lumping.
They used
Luffy
to fuck him up. Like, bro, this is what we're doing. No, I'm gonna do that. There was no cohesiveness. Luffy, after that time skip, nigga, done. That is one of the best time skips I've ever seen. I think it might be my favorite time skip of all time.
I gotta think about that one. I can't even.
Only because of my rewatch. Only because of my rewatch.
I'm not gonna disagree with you, but I gotta think about that. And that's actually, we could bring that back for next week. Because
the thing is, I don't think we can until, like, I hate to say this, if you ever go down the road for the rewatch, I think you won't understand it until you rewatch it, because I have so much more knowledge of who Luffy is now, but rewatching it and seeing the difference and watching that growth between everybody as a cohesive and seeing Luffy be that centerpiece and how that developed, you can't catch all that. You can't remember that. You have to see it again.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right. I will. It'll be added to the list. Because I got some time.
No, take your time. Take your time.
I got some time skips that'll come to mind. But yeah, I would go Nami. I would go Chopper, and
that's overall, right?
To the point at which you're at. I'll go to the point at which you're at. I would go Nami. Right. I would go Nami. I would go Chopper, and I would go Zoro. I would have to go Zoro, because Zoro's just like, it's Zoro.
It's Zoro.
Like, it's Zoro. Zoro is the first mate of the Straw Hat Pirates for a reason. Like, he's the first mate.
He's not the first mate. However,
he's the first.
We know, like, in terms of the battles that everybody fights, we know he's the first mate. However, Oda himself has already said that's not the case. So don't do that.
Nah, bro.
You don't get to go against the author.
I don't get to go against the author, but from my point of view, every pirate ship that I've ever had a first mate. Every single one I've ever known had a first mate.
Maybe Luffy at some point in time will do it, where he actually, like, gives us, like, oh, this is my first mate, second, whatever, yada yada. But as of right now, there isn't a first mate.
You want to know when Zoro became the first mate for me? And I'm gonna be honest with you, he became the first mate for me when he
took all that pain.
Not only that, no, not even that. Even though that probably canonically would be the first point where you'd be like, okay, he's the first mate, especially seeing that Sanji was the one to find him, because that was the debate. Sanji ain't do that shit. Sanji was over here.
No. Don't do that. Nope, that's not true. That's not fucking true. I just rewatched it. Zoro knocked Sanji out.
I know.
So Sanji couldn't do it.
I know.
All right, just saying.
Well, my point being is that for me, it came when the only other person in the Straw Hats that was in the worst generation was Zoro. And I think that is the only other second hand in the worst generation is Zoro and Killer. And I think that is for a reason.
So I hear what you're saying. Just to kind of dispel that just a little bit, Zoro already had a bounty.
Yeah, because he's the pirate hunter.
Yeah, he's a pirate hunter that changed over. So, like, Sanji joined afterwards. So you can't really put Sanji as a cook in Zoro's reputation in terms of, like, a timeline, in terms of, like, what you're talking about, because they got their bounties differently, at different times completely.
Agreed.
And they had different reputations. Zoro had a reputation even before he was a pirate. Sanji was just a cook. So there's a time difference.
Technically, Sanji was always a Vince Smoke. But that's another story for another day.
But we didn't know that. The world didn't even know that.
That's why I said it's a different story for a different day.
The world didn't even know that.
But when it comes to Zoro,
I can't wait to get the Whole Cake Island again.
When it comes to Zoro's bounty, I'm not just talking strictly off his bounty. I'm talking about in the sense of him being the first mate. Because when I think about first mate and I think about the person who's next in line to the commander in chief of that ship, it has always been Zoro. Zoro's the one that's always talked the reason into everybody. Zoro's been the one that he gonna get lost, but then he also gonna show up and do the thing. Zoro's always going to fight the second strongest person in every pirate group. We've already seen that to be the case as well. So I think in all of those, especially what we've already seen from other pirates, like when we look at Rayleigh, when we look at Rayleigh when he like with Gold D. Rogers, when we look at, I guess Ace technically wouldn't be the second in command because there were so many second in commands for Whitebeard, but like we look at Marco, like Marco I guess would technically be that. Marco will be the second in command.
Marco was first.
First in second mate is how I look at it.
Okay, sorry.
Second mate is how I look at it. So like when I look at Marco in that same way, Marco's built in a similar.
I get
based off of like what you're saying. Tier of first mates and second mates, even again, Killer the Kid. I look at Zoro as being you are the first mate of the pirate, soon to be pirate king, but the pirates of the Straw Hat, the captain of the Straw Hat crew, the second mate or first mate, however, the next in command on the chain of command is Rowanoa Zoro. His racist ass.
That man is not racist. That is not his fault that the second strongest person has been a black person.
Bro, but for 1,000 episodes, during Black History Month, for 1,000 episodes, Zoro, that's what you do it. That's how you gonna do it.
I'm just saying, it's not his fault that the niggas was strong. It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. So, but besides that, I agree with a lot of your points. I really do. However, just to counteract this just a bit, do you think King was stronger than Queen?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, do you think King could take more damage than Queen?
King wouldn't have had to. The fight wouldn't have lasted that long.
But if you're fighting someone like Queen, who had insane durability and longevity,
I still think King beats Queen. King beats Queen. Because King was faster, stronger, had better attack power. Even though Queen could take hits, as soon as Queen got into that like Bronchiosaurus mode, his neck getting chopped off.
Dude, it's a durability thing. First and foremost, we already saw that this nigga neck wasn't even his neck. But that's a whole different Inception-ass conversation.
I was about to say.
But in terms of durability, Zoro and King's fight did not last long.
It couldn't.
So therefore, what happens when you use all your shit and the nigga still gets up?
See, I don't think he would have got up. A King versus Queen, I don't think he would have got up.
I don't know.
It's not a bad argument.
King has the attack ability 1,000%. Queen has strategy as well as equal level durability to King's attack.
Durability to King's attack. I don't know if I would say equal, close, but I don't know if I would say equal.
I think his durability level in terms of how much attack power that King has, like it'd be the same. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. I was going to use a Blastoise reference, but I can't.
Well, I could say something that we could both agree on, and then we could move on to something. I could say something we both can agree on.
But Zoro's that guy.
But no, I got you even better. I got something that we can both agree on, and then we can move on to the next topic. Whether King beats Queen or Queen can stand up to King, we both know both of them lovers beating Jack. Jack ain't shit. Jack getting washed by both of them. It don't matter. Jack getting washed by both.
My goodness, what a great way to close that out, because I completely forgot about Jack. That's why he's the fucking Jack, nigga.
That's why he's Jack.
He's Jack, Queen, and then there's a King. So, like, in terms of pecking order, you got it, my boy.
Yo, that's why Jackson's still considered low spades, bro.
Low motherfucking spades, boy. But yep, I give it to you. Personal opinion, I think Zoro is the first mate, but according to Oda.
Well, let me do this then. Let me do it. We can segue a little bit here because I'm still going through my Shangri-La Frontier watch, and that's something that I'm almost done with season 2. I know you about to start season 2 now. I'm almost done with season 2.
I'm on the second episode of season 2.
Bad. I want to talk a little bit about season 1 because I texted you the other day. I think it was actually yesterday. I texted you and I was like, "Yo, listen, I really like Sunraku. Like Sunraku.
Yeah, that's last night.
Like that's my guy. As far as main characters are concerned." I look at Sunraku and I look at somebody that not only just loves gaming, but somebody who gets invested into every game that they play and every version of the game that they play. And it's like, look, this is me as Sunraku, not the dude that I go to school with or anything like that. Like, yeah, once I get in here, it's the persona. And that's why I like he wearing the mask and everything. Because when he puts the mask on, all right, like mask on. Like I'm a different player, I'm a different person. and the way that he comports himself, and at least in what we've seen in Shangri-La Frontier in season 1, shows that he's a little cocky. He got a little bit of swagger to him, but at the same time, he's somebody that enjoys the game more than anything else. And that push and that pride that he has for playing a game and giving it your all. Because I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker a glass cannon. And I can't play the glass cannon play style. I can't. I don't understand how that works. But he's a glass cannon. He does it in a way with a level of swagger that it really is impressive to watch. And I'm entertained. I've been entertained with Shangri-La Frontier more than I even thought I would, because I'm like, all right, it's another video game anime. Let's see what we got.
I think he's an assassin, not glass.
No, he's an assassin, but he's a glass cannon assassin.
Glass cannon is more like Malphite.
Well,
because
Malphite
he goes in and that's all there is. So it's like, if you don't kill, you're dead.
But that's what I think.
So that's terrible. But no, he's more like Zed, where he's like, he has the ability to get there, kill you, and then he has an escape too.
Get there, kill you, has an escape. Got it. But nah, see, I think
he can escape if he wants. He just stays in.
No, but I think glass cannon from the sense of you do a ton of damage, but as soon as you get touched, you're like, he has that endure thing, which keeps him like somewhat around. Because even when he fight, okay, how do you say it? Is it Lycagon? How do you say it?
I think it's Lycagon.
Lycagon, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
it's like Lycan, but then there's like a gon at the end.
A Kagon in there, like a Kagon. That's it's like it,
nah,
but then
all I got was my Jagan eye.
That's what bro, the amount of times I be saying, and they be saying so much, the Night Slayer, Lycagon. And I'm like, all right, so Lycagon, we're going with Lycagon. All right. So Lycagon, from everything that I've seen, Lycagon as a character that he fought, it showed that, okay, he's got a little bit of durability, but he's got enough burst to be able to
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he's glass cannon, bro.
It's not whether he's an assassin or anything like that. It's just like someone who can take lives a punch in that confine.
Yeah, the
bro can't take a punch, but they can fuck you up.
Exactly, bro. He got a glass jaw. He's a dude with a glass jaw. That's all it is.
Glass jaw.
But I said this to you before. It makes me want to play like a not a mobile, role playing game, like a WoW or something like that.
Because there are MMOs like also RPG combinations.
Yeah, but like it's something that can be so immersive into that world, and that's why I almost feel bad, because like I don't want to play it unless I got the headset, but also I'm a little afraid because I've seen Sword Art Online and I don't want to get trapped in no game with no headset.
That should be fire. I don't give a fuck. If I get trapped in that bitch, then like I just get trapped. I think I gotta take that risk. Really? Come out looking like Edward or Alphonse Elric after they brought his soul back? That's what you going? I'm okay with that.
Like 50 Cent after that movie he thought he was gonna get an Oscar for? You gonna come out with it looking like that?
My boy looked like E.T. in that movie. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit was crazy. But so one thing, gotta disagree with just slightly. I don't think he's cocky. Oh. I think he just knows like what the fuck he knows. Because I feel like when people are cocky, they're not like decent people. He seems like a very decent person in and out of game. You know what I mean? He just knows what the fuck he knows, and like that it's kind of hard to debate with a nigga who has the correct answer.
See, I think he's cocky. I think you can be cocky and a nice person in that same way, because if you're cocky in your skills, which is where I think he's the most. I think he's the most cocky in his skills, in his knowledge of games and video games, because if you beat some of them trash games that he was playing, and some of them that one fighting game that he played with the glitches, where
where everybody's learning the glitches and shit.
Everybody, they fight in the glitch. Like, that's where I'm like, all right, if you can learn how to play through games like that, you are going to be confident in your skills to the point where it borders on cockiness.
Confidence isn't cockiness.
But it borders there, and he brings it to that line. And sometimes
I don't think so, because
that line.
I feel like if he was cocky, he'd make more mistakes. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
Because he's good. So you're saying, okay.
Cocky people make mistakes because they're overconfident in their ability.
So I think he
knows his ability. He knows his ability. He knows what he can and cannot do. He'll test those limits, but he doesn't like go overboard. He's just testing his limits. A cocky person be like, you know what? Fuck it. I could kill this fucking colossal myself.
See, but he was that when he first started out, because remember when he got dropped in the world, when he first got it, when he first
that was like the first like 3 episodes, but at the same time too, guess what? He still beat that motherfucking first boss that nobody would have beat. But he did it and he learned. He's like, oh shit, I can't be like that.
Yeah, but that's where it started for him as far as his cockiness is concerned, because it is. Truthfully, I wouldn't have minded if he lost that first boss battle. But he wins
I liked
it.
it. They set a precedent.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that because he's a beast. He's a beast. But I do think he just a tad plays with that line more than he probably should. He does on that line a little bit more than he should.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I
100%.
want to be confident, and because I'm confident in the skills that I have, which he is. Sunraku is a beast. He is. So he borders on that line, but the issue for me is the fact that when he gets a little bit too confident about something, like, yo, I think I got this all figured out, I got it in my mind, I feel like I'm about to do this. He does it in a way that, you know, everybody else be damned a little bit, but he does it in a way for his best interest of playing the game, because you're playing the game for the love of it.
100%.
And so
okay,
he loves it. He plays it for the love of it. But I just think as a character, he can get a little cocky. I think he'd be a little cocky. But I think it's okay to have that kind of supreme confidence, but you got to call a spade a spade. And he gets cocky. He gets a little cocky. Puffs his chest out a little bit. No pun intended.
But I don't think that makes him cocky. But that was just minor. It was minor. I do agree with a lot of your other points, though. I really do. I do believe, as well, that this season, or at least the first season, was a very strong start.
Very strong.
And I don't think you see that a lot of times in anime right now that are giving you 20-something episodes.
So I look at it like this when it comes to strong starts. I want to see how long you can maintain that start, because I've seen series to that point. I've seen series that start off really strong. Do you remember one that was called Kingdom of Ruin, I think? I told you about it. I don't think you watched it. I told you about it. I was talking to...
it was VLG Studios. He watched it.
Yeah, it was...
He watched it. 100%.
The first couple episodes of Kingdom of Ruin were insane. Like the first 3 episodes, bro, people was just getting slaughtered, and people was getting just, they was fighting elves and they was killing elves, and they was people's body parts was flying everywhere. They was trying to save the dude. It was nuts. And after that, it just became gratuitous to the point where, oh, this is the only thing that y'all are bringing to the table, and this story is actually trash. So it didn't just slowly decline; it fell off a cliff. So I think a lot of series kind of go that route where they have.
But this is a 20 something episode first season.
I'm aware of that, but I still think they start off strong, and a lot of them. I won't say a lot of them, but some of them start off strong and then taper off a little bit to the point where either it's not as good, or it's meh, I see what you're giving me here. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to watch it, but I see what you're giving me here. I think the thing with Shangri-La does so well is that instead of going in a slight decline, they kind of slightly incline.
Yeah.
It's enough that
they're building you up.
Yeah, but they raise the stakes in a way that still feels obtainable, because it's a wild as huge game world where, okay, I can run mission over here, mission over here, mission over here, mystery over there, explore over there, pop in here, pop in there, go over here, see what up to my rabbit people, come back out here, say what up to my real people. It's done in a way that's keeping me entertained, but also keeping me invested in the story. And this is a show that I did not expect to be invested in.
And so that's why I say it was a very strong start, because you gave that throughout 20-something episodes. And a lot of anime nowadays, in terms of popular anime, they're not running that long.
So when you say strong start, how long is a strong start for you? Is it 20 episodes? Because I look at a strong start being the first 5 are fire, but then after that we fall off a cliff a little bit.
I gotta look. I value that difference a little bit differently, and what I mean by this is, if I end the season and it was 10 episodes, and I was like, okay, that's a strong first start. That was a great fucking first season. That's a strong start.
Shout out Dan Dene.
I look at seasons as that strong start. That's the first start. So there's a start within the beginning of the season for sure. But I think when I say, oh, that's a strong start, and I know there's an anime that's going to get renewed for a second season, I'm like, I bet that's a strong start, because you can have a few fire episodes in the beginning of the season, and then the shit ends terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Think about fucking Darling in the Franxx. That shit started off fucking fire, and then it just went to shit, and it was over. So
Why you
I
doing
know
that bullshit, bro? I didn't even think about that.
I'm just saying this. A lot of times I look at a strong start as like, oh, first season ended, and then they have another season renewed. We know where this is going. So I look at it like that. But I do give a little bit more of like praise to anime that can go for 20 something episodes and still have an overall great first season.
So because of the fact they can hit that 20 episode threshold, but then also hit the 20 episode threshold and still have a level of engagement that keeps you there, it's like, okay, that's a strong start.
Yeah.
So it's not just a handful of episodes, it's the entirety of the season.
Like,
all
just
right.
a good example of that is this. And this might be like a very hot topic maybe, or I might spark some fires, but I felt like Black Clover, those first few seasons, they were too long. I think if they condensed them, Black Clover would have been better, in my opinion.
So I'm not
They could have
somebody
condensed it.
So Black Clover is one that's on my list to go back in and like give it another rewatch to, because I got pretty decently. I got like 100 some episodes in the Black Clover, maybe like 80 episodes in the Black Clover. I was right at when they started fighting the reincarnated elves. That literally is when I was like,
yeah, you didn't even get to the nitty gritty.
But like the thing with me though is that something about Black Clover just doesn't resonate with me. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the grimoires always being out when they fight. I don't know if
it's new age fairy tale, bro.
Fairy tale's tough. I don't know if I can go.
It's new age fairy tale. It's like, longer. At least it was, because they are going to actually dumb it down and bring it when they re-release. I think they're doing like 13 episodes a season now or something like that versus what they were doing before. And that's what I was saying. So I get where you're going, and the reason why I say it's new age fairy tale is because they gave you an absorbent amount of fucking episodes. Within all those episodes, there's a whole bunch of like slapstick. There's a whole bunch of like character kind of things where you get to see everybody, get to love them. Oh, family, like these are my friends. Like, it's new age, like fairy tale. Powers, demons, like, you know what I mean, magic, like it's new age fairy tale. And we knew that before when we were watching fairy tale. It was just like, we know what this is.
We
know what this is.
I give you one better. I like the characters in fairy tale more, and I think that's what it is. Like,
and that's okay.
I don't associate with any of the Black Bulls except for maybe Yami. Yami's the only one where I'm like,
Yami, yeah.
I'm like, all right, you cool, you good, I like you. Everybody else, like, dude that don't talk, dude that be pining over his sister, like even Noelle can get annoying because she's the tsundere type, and that's just like, I don't think I appreciate any of the Black Bulls in the same way. And for me, that's hard to gravitate to a series when I don't like anybody on the team.
You don't really like the characters.
I like Fairy Tail, knowing what Fairy Tail is, but I like the team of Fairy Tail. I rock with
we are on the same exact page. I just mean in terms of how the show operates, it's new age fairy tale. It's not whether like I like the characters or don't like the characters. I just feel like that's what it is.
You gonna I'm clipping this because you're gonna ruffle some feathers with this one. I want to see. I
think it's new age fairy tale.
I personally want to see what the reaction gonna be behind this, because people love them some Black Clover.
I like Black Clover.
I don't know if I like Black Clover. I'm gonna watch it because I'm curious to see where everything is, and I've invested time in it. But I want to kind of like.
I like Black Clover. I think, especially when Black Clover turns the fuck up, it turns the fuck up.
The pacing sucks for me. That's what I've always said. The pacing of the turn-ups, for me, it doesn't. For something with so many episodes that gets to, and I did not think we was gonna go to Black Clover today, but I'm here. Something that has as many episodes as it has, the pacing for me as we rev up to those moments. And a perfect example is when they went with the witch in the Black Bulls, and they went back to like her homeland, and they ran into like the chick that was the salamander chick who was like married to the other dude, and like they ran into her, and they just immediately got into like one of the hotly contested battles of the entire season, just because, we walked in the same place at the same time, let's fight. And I was like, wait, what is the point of this fight right now? Why y'all just like, I get it can be on site. with some people, and
You're
I'm
not gonna
fine
sit
with
here
that.
and tell me that there were in a fuck ton of fights within Fairy Tail all the time over nothing.
But listen, I at least knew we were going somewhere with them. And again, I'm not disagreeing with you. We're not here to wax poetic about. I know what Fairy Tail is. I'm perfectly comfortable in my skin knowing what Fairy Tail is. But it's like for something with the amount of hype that Black Clover gets, because I more associate Black Clover with Naruto, and I know that's like the common association that people give for Naruto, like not Shippuden, but like old school Naruto. But like,
That show's copy and paste of like everything.
but that's what I mean, Fairy Tail is the OG of that, but because
That's
I'm
what
like,
I'm saying, and that's why I think it's Fairy Tail.
I mean, like they didn't even try. Gildarts is literally like Shanks' half brother. Like they didn't even try. But my point being is like when I look at Black Clover and I look at the way that they pace out the fighting, it would be like when the Sasuke retrieval arc. Imagine if they went on the Sasuke retrieval arc, but we didn't know they were going on the Sasuke retrieval arc. We just knew that they were going on a mission. Those Jonin or Genin, led by one Chunin being Shikamaru, are going on a journey. We know they're going on a journey. We know that they're just going out here and the other ninjas are going to be out there fighting them. Next thing you know, everybody turning up fighting each other. Why are y'all turning up and fighting each other? I don't know yet. We'll figure it out when we get there. Next thing you know, oh, that's right, Sasuke left the village. Now we got to go over here and deal with that. Like, it just feels discombobulated as far as the flow of the story for me. And I'm gonna give it to you like this. I agree that when Black Clover turns up is dope, because I still think that scene when they saved old dude from his like crazy brother who was already possessed, even though he was brainwashed and didn't know he was brainwashed. Like when they saved him, and that's the one scene everybody loves to show from Black Clover, when they all jumped in and saved him, bro, that was squad goal. Because even the people that didn't jump in was up there like ready, like, yo, we feeling froggy.
They have a moment. They have a really big moment like that in Black Clover too.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's fine. I'm fine with that. Have your moments, but give me something to like hold on to. Make me feel. It's like, remember that RDC World clip they was doing when it was, I think it was like Anime House or whatever, and they kept saying that new school anime doesn't have like the oomph of those moments, and they was doing like Deku.
It don't feel the same.
It don't feel, and they was like trying to get Deku to do like the Detroit Smash and make it feel epic, and it was like, nah, it's just not hitting the same. And it was like, yo, Ichigo, show him how it's done. Ichigo came out, one, God, and it just felt different.
I
and
get
like,
it.
Black Clover just don't be hitting me the same way, bro. It does not that it's bad. It just don't hit me the same.
We are on the same page. I will never sit here and say that Black Clover is even on the same level of like. Come on. If we're talking about Natsu versus Asta, are we being serious here? It don't hit the same.
It don't. It just don't.
I like Black Clover. It don't hit the same. I just mean, again, that it's just like Black Clover is copy-paste Fairy Tail for the new age. It is. It really is. I'm not saying it hits the same or if it doesn't hit the same, but it's the same concept.
I think for me, though, it doesn't. It's, okay. Same concept.
It's the same concept.
Magical worlds, the guilds, the monsters.
Even the slapstick is almost the same.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair.
Asta's loud as fuck. You know who else is loud as fuck? Natsu.
I can meet you.
They both fiery spirits. Like there's a lot.
I can meet you halfway. They got like the dark-haired emo type rival. It's just one can keep his clothes on and one can't. Like I get you. I'll meet you halfway even with that. But when I specifically think about Black Clover and I think about where they have at least shown me, and again, I've watched enough of Black Clover to form I think a pretty solid opinion on it. I understand it's a good anime. Is it a great anime? No. I do not think it's a great anime.
It's not. No.
Do I think it's a bad anime? No, I don't.
No.
I think it's the most definition of mid that you can be. Like mid doesn't mean bad. Mid just means middle. And I think it's mid. I do. I think Black Clover
it's going to go in a lot of different directions. It's going to try to appease to a lot of different audiences.
But that's fine.
And no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it also is kind of like mid. It was a safe like It's a safe anime.
It's a good first starter anime. I'll even give you that. I think Black Clover is actually a pretty good first starter anime because you're gonna get everything that you kind of want. You're gonna get decent story. You're gonna get no, because here's the thing. You're gonna get a decent story, not a good story, not a great story, a decent story. You're gonna get a pretty okay main character. I think Asta's okay. I could put other main characters above him, but I think as a I think he's the best character in the show. I do. I can say that. I like Nami the best, but Yami the best. But I think Asta's the best character in that show. I do.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
What up?
Would you have enjoyed Fairy Tail as the first anime you ever watched, as much as you did watching it as it not being your first anime ever?
Depending
Because
on
if you
where...
tell me right now,
Mhm.
not you, but like if you asked me that question, I would be like, if I watched Fairy Tail for the first anime I ever seen, I think it would have been off-putting for me. I don't think I would have gotten into anime as hard.
Well, the thing about Fairy Tail that you got to get past is all the big cities that they just throw in your face for no apparent reason. So that's just
unnecessary. So
it is unnecessary.
It's wild fan service. We understand it.
But the thing for me is I don't associate Black Clover to that Fairy Tail side. I associate it closer to Naruto in that way. So I do think it would have been... Fairy Tail may have been a weird one to start off on, but Naruto's not a weird one to start off on. And that's why I see a lot of Naruto in Black Clover. Which is why if I look at Black Clover as being someone's first anime, I'm not gonna knock it, because I'm like, all right, you're checking boxes here that'll like be your gateway to other things. I can see it because there are stakes in Black Clover. There are characters that have development and growth. There are cool attack scenes and fight sequences. Like, it kind of is the nice little, here, you want a little shonen to start you on your journey. Here you go. Here's a little bento box of freaking Black Clover and take it on your way.
Jesus Christ, like, a bento box of Black Clover is
that's what I'm saying.
Wild.
Like, I think that's what I think I think Black Clover.
A bento box. Yes. Here's a little bento box of Black
because
Clover.
I think it's a good starter anime. I think that's like where it kind of goes.
If you're talking about clipping shit, nigga, you need to clip that, because I can assure you that will do a lot more damage than what I said. Because what I said, I felt like it was pretty reasonable. But being like, oh, here's a little bento box of Black Clover is nuts.
But listen, it's I truly believe that the hype for Black Clover isn't for me. But again, if I'm starting off anime for the first time and I'm watching Black Clover and I'm like, yo, what is this? This is kind of fire. Like, yes, Black Clover is a great starter anime. I think it's a really solid starter anime.
I don't think so, but
I think it is. I think if you're trying to get into, if I
watched this shit first, I don't think I would have been into it.
If you're trying to show someone Black Clover, and you're trying to show someone that doesn't know anything about anime, but likes shonen elements of things, that not knowing that they're shonen,
I get what you're saying.
It's perfect. It hits all the boxes that you need to hit for it.
I think start around the same time. Start me off with My Hero. Start me off with like. It's so easy.
Those are all great starters, but let's just say someone's like, "Oh, everyone watches My Hero. I don't want to get into that. Let me get something a little bit more edgy." It'll check the Black Clover box. It checks the box because Black Clover is
calling Black Clover edgy.
It is a little. It's when in comparison to My Hero Academia, it's a little edgier. In comparison to My Hero, it's edgier.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there are. It's there for a reason. I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock people that like it. I just know it's not for me. But I will give it the time of day because I can see there are elements of this that I am going to enjoy. Are there elements of it that I'm going to wax poetically? Oh, Black Clover better than this. Black Clover better than that.
No. But you're not going to do the same for Fairy Tail either. That's my point.
I don't. But other individuals do. I almost got so crazy now. I don't, but other individuals choose to do that. And when they choose to do that, I respectfully
agree.
But
Fairy Tail and this show are the same.
When somebody wants to tell me that Black Clover is goated, I respectfully but firmly ask them to leave on some Hank Hill type shit. So like that's just
this is not. We can't really have this conversation. You know what I mean? But. I agree. I mean, same thing. If someone said the same thing, about Fairy Tail, I would also just be like, nah.
But here's the thing. But my thing with Fairy Tail, and this is the point that I'll make when it comes specifically to that. I think everyone that loves Fairy Tail knows what Fairy Tail is. I don't think we kid ourselves. People that enjoy Fairy Tail, I don't think kid themselves. They know what it is.
Oh, you know but I mean? You think that people actually believe Black Clover is like that?
Yes, that's my point. People actually think Black Clover is goated like that, and it's not. It's a good anime. It's a solid solid anime.
Now I feel like I understand where this tangent has fully like gone for you. Because in my head I was like, bro, I thought we already agreed with each other that this shit ain't like that. It's fine. Like we're cool.
We agree it's not like that.
Okay.
I know, bro. I've seen people take Black Clover and be like, yo, it's better than Naruto. Yo, it's better. Right. It's better than My Hero. Yo, it's better than JJK. And I'm like, bro, y'all don't get this stupid.
First and foremost,
stuff.
If we're talking about being edgy, you're trying to be an edgy ass person if you can even put Black Clover and JJK in the same category. But that's hilarious because JJK and Black Clover they're kind of within a pretty close time period in which they're first released, right?
Yeah, no, I would put all of those as like new gen shonen.
Yeah. Hold on. Black Clover
came out, if I had to guess, I would say Black Clover came out in like 2017. So off by a year. And then JJK came out in like 2019, 2020. Somewhere around there.
2020. Hey. That's a 3-year span. So that's a 3-year span. So realistically speaking, if you got Black Clover over JJK, we have an issue.
That's just your go-to. That's your go-to anime. That's how I look at it.
There's no way you can even think this is your go-to anime.
That's your go-to anime.
All right, you know what? Let me not be rude. I apologize.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all can like whatever the fuck y'all like.
Y'all like whatever y'all like.
That's my bad.
But don't try and tell me. Don't try and get me to believe it's better. I've seen both. I can tell you which one's better and which one's not. And it damn sure ain't Black Clover.
That's a fact.
Like, it ain't Black Clover.
With all due respect. Like, I'm gonna watch it, but we also gonna have to disagree.
It's good. It's a good anime. It's not a goated anime, and y'all need to stop acting like Black Clover's a fucking goated anime. It pissed me off. It really pisses me off. Black Clover's not goated, bro. It's a good, solid anime. It's a great starter anime. I
feel like we struck a nerve. How did we get the Black Clover?
Bro, listen.
How did we get the Black Clover?
It just, I like the sprite wants to fuck, like I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. It need to chill out. It need to chill out.
All right, I'm switching gears because you are fucking me up right now. I'm switching gears.
Let it be your starter anime. Just let it be your starter anime and just leave it at that. I'm cool with you letting it be your starter anime. Some people start on Yu Yu Hakusho. Some people start on Dragon Ball Z. Some people start on Naruto. You started on Black Clover. But just because it was your first doesn't mean it's the best shit you ever gonna get. I'm just saying. Listen to me. This is all I'm saying. I'm just trying to be a peace-loving brother here, but y'all taking me to these points.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm good now. I got it out.
Okay.
Right, I got it out. Thank you for indulging me there.
I feel like I didn't even have a fucking choice. So that's for starters. Just I don't want to make that very fucking clear. I don't think I had a choice. All right, so I'm switching gears because this is the last kind of like topic that I may potentially have.
Yeah, what you got
for the pod? I just want to talk about the things that are upcoming. Coming up in like 2 months, pretty much. We're within that time frame.
Gotcha.
We got One Piece coming back, which is the whole entire reason why I rewatched One Piece. We went
is going through
40
crazy
minutes on that shit.
I said you was going crazy withdrawals of One Piece. You texted me one day. You was like, "Bro, I used to always count on One Piece being there. It ain't there no."
Always there. I said it was always there, no matter what. It was a terrible thing. We got Fire Force season fucking 3 coming back.
Yeah.
And we got the first season of the last arc of My Hero Academia, and I laughed about that because it reminded me of AOT when niggas made 7 seasons of the last season within the first arc.
Again,
like it was crazy.
Yes. Again now means 2 things. It used to
that's
mean
terrible.
It used to mean
if I never played Marvel Rhyme with you guys, I would have never understood that reference.
Bro,
I'm hurting.
Ain't nothing worse than just hearing the Bucky be like, again.
Okay. God damn it. You keep throwing me off. You got me fucked up. You got me dying on the pod right now, boy.
I gotta say,
I'm not even high, and you got me fucked up.
I gotta say you a meme. I saw this meme where it was basically like Shadow and Sonic, and they were like sitting in a base, and they were looking up, and it was like healers.
Was this off of the new one?
Nah, it was just somebody like drew out like literally it was a Marvel rival thing. They just drew it, and they were like Marvel. It said it was Sonic and Shadow, and they were inside like a little hut area, and they were looking up, and the caption said healers waiting in their base while their team gets clapped by Bucky, and you just heard again.
You need to send
Bro,
that to
the
me.
fact that shit happened
Bro,
to me yesterday.
You need to send that to me. I need to see that because that will probably be the funniest shit because it's so true. I ain't gonna lie. When I hear it again at this point, I don't even go outside. I don't go outside, bro.
I don't go outside.
I might just wait for this shit to be over, bro.
Do your thing, Bucky. I'm gonna just stay inside. I'm gonna let you
Wait
again
for this
everybody
shit
to
to be
death, and we
over,
just go and
please.
reset. But I'm about to see if I can find this. I can send it to you right now. But that joint had me crying.
But anyways, so we got JJK coming back as well. So we got a lot coming back in this spring release. What are you most excited for? I think it's Fire Force personally.
Fire Force JJK. I think that's because I'm always excited for JJK, but it's Fire Force off the strength that the thing for me with Fire Force was coming out of that last rewatch and getting into the mystery and getting into everything that Fire Force has to offer. Loving Shinra Kazakabe as like now Shinra Deadass is like one of my favorite main characters now, like in all anime. He is a very, very
we talked about this
top tier main character for me now. So excuse me, I'm most looking forward to that coming back. JJK, obviously, because I want to see what the hell happens now after Shibuya. I just need to know because what the hell are we gonna do?
Oh no, this is different. I think it's a movie. It's not a
JJK is JJK. I need
no,
JJK.
I know what you mean, but what I mean is a lot of times the movies don't progress like the story. It's more like you get a backstory or something like that.
Got
and so I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I'm pretty sure this is a backstory of
that ain't
Gojo.
No problem. That ain't
Not
no problem.
Gojo. No, we lit. We love it.
What about you? What are you most excited for?
So for me, honestly, I'm definitely gonna say Fire Force because I feel like one, I've been waiting for this shit for a long fucking time, and I've been on the Fire Force hype train for a long time. So to have you back in the fold too, that immediately kind of like
really
Fire makes it exciting for me.
We've talking about Fire Force
exactly.
So like, I know we talk about Fire
Force.
Force.
I genuinely can't wait for those conversations because I feel like I haven't had this. I've always had the hype behind it, and I've been waiting for you to catch up on it. And then you did, so now we can have some fire conversations, no pun intended. So I'm really excited about that for that level of conversation that I know we can have. But also, it is the first season of the last arc of My Hero. I feel like they have to go dummy. Because I'm excited for it because I need to know where this is going to go. And I'm also scared for it. And that scared for it part also gives me more excitement. Because I'm like, I need to know if they're going to go fucking insane. And they have to. Because I've been saying for a few seasons now, I do think My Hero is going to go down as one of the best anime. Just in general, like it could be in the conversation, like of like in general, like best anime. How they close this out is going to be if they get out of that general conversation to being someone's GOAT.
Yes. And that's my issue with them right now is like how far to GOAT status are we playing with right now? Like, we're talking legacy right now with My Hero.
Y'all gotta close out. Yo, is
go get that championship ring, bro.
Go get it.
Go get that ring. Like that's where we're at. That's where we're at.
Go get the ring.
Go get the ring.
Very excellent.
Can you get the ring, or are you gonna be remembered as one of them dudes that you
did a very good job, but they
had a great career. They got some gold medals and stuff.
You don't go to the Hall of Fame,
go to the Hall.
You ain't in the GOAT conversation.
Exactly. Like,
so
where your ring? Give me your ring.
They got to get their ring.
Exactly.
And that's the perfect analogy. And perfect. I couldn't have said that shit any better myself. They got to go get their ring.
Is your phone near you? Yo, go look at the text I just sent you. I just sent you that again.
Dude, I gotta pee. So we're ending this pod soon anyway.
We are.
No, I gotta pee.
I know you got. I know you do. But I just want to. Can you just watch that real quick? And I promise you, we'll end it. We'll end it. Just watch it.
Nope. You gonna go on a rant? I'm turning the camera off. I have to go to the bathroom. I am not joking.
All right. So
I think if I laugh, it's a wrap. It's everywhere, boy. I gotta go.
Oh my god! So
y'all saw me sipping a little bit, like you know what I mean. That shit ready. But anyways, yes, I got My Hero Academia. They gotta close the fuck out. They gotta go get their ring. If they don't, I don't know.
All right, so then we gonna close out right here. Yo, listen to us wherever you get your podcast. Rate and review us. Check us out on our socials at Calcia. Subscribe to the Calcia YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell so you can get a drop. Know anytime we drop something brand spanking new. AU, you got anything you want to leave the people with before we slide?
You already know it's always room.
It's always. Make sure y'all already know. Check us out. We gonna be everywhere. AU gotta run. I gotta run. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And as always rule.
Peace.